4 East Boonslick Road, and have a happy holiday season.
Now, back to McGraw. Presented by Londoff Chevrolet and Londoff.com on the Big 550 KTRS.
$8:50 here, Big 550 KTRS. Rudy Beck is in the house. Of course, he is the man with the name on the door, BeckElderLaw.com, BeckElderLaw.com. He, along with Jay Lennox and Carolyn Stoltzer, they are the well-trusted and respected team of Beck Elder Law. Good morning, Rudy. Good to have you back.
Good morning, and thank you, McGraw.
You betcha. You're retired, but you're still showing up at the office working all day long.
Yeah, somehow leaving is just not the easiest thing to do. No, I've got to take care of the people that I've already had work in process on.
Yeah.
And then when Caroline goes on maternity leave, I'll be back in there for 8 weeks for sure, maybe 10.
Yeah.
So I would call it semi-retired, and
Yeah.
I think it'll be in that state for some time to come.
So how does it work? Somebody calls you up and says, I heard you on the radio. I heard McGraw talking about you. I need to come in, and I know I need something, but I don't know what I need. That's probably a very call you get a lot, yeah. So what do you do? Once they come in, what happens?
They will be directed to Amy Baker. Amy is, I guess in medicine you'd call it a triage nurse.
Right.
She talks to people, she asks a lot of questions, and she finds out what area they really need help in. And then she will direct them to one of the other three, not me. She'll direct them to one of the other three who can handle their problem.
Right, yeah. Chances are they probably got some money. They got a house. They got some money. They have a 401k. Mom and dad aren't doing so well, or I got the next generation coming up, right? Yeah. I know I need to do something because this was me. I know I need to do something, but I don't know what I need to do, right? I mean, that's sort of the no man's land.
Well, it is. And one of the skills you have to develop in our business is to ask the right questions. And as you know, I overheard you talking to Tom McIntyre here, and I call it the art of being constructively nosy.
Yeah.
You have to ask the right questions, and sometimes you have to ask permission to ask the right question.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, nothing's more personal than talking about everything that a person has accumulated during their life and helping them figure out the best way to transfer that at the time of their death.
Yeah. It was amazing. I don't know how many rabbit holes I went down. And, I'm like, I think I'm talking to the right person, or I heard you, or I found you, and where do I go? And, I'll call you back, and they don't call you back. And you get so frustrated, you end up not even wanting to deal with it, or I'll deal with it tomorrow. I don't feel like spending 20 minutes and not getting an answer from anybody. And so if I would have known you were there, I would have saved myself a lot of aggravation. But a lot of people they don't even know where to go.
Well, and we do a couple of things. First, when you call that office, Amy will then direct what we call booking a call, book a call. And you'll get to talk to one of the three other attorneys there who will help you determine if we can help you.
Right.
And if you have a problem that we can help you with, they'll encourage you then to make an appointment to come in. But we don't charge for that first call. We don't charge for that first appointment. Why? You shouldn't have to pay us to figure out if we can help you or not.
Yeah. 50 years you guys have been doing this plus, and I learned going through the process that each person who walks into your office, it's a different answer. It's not one size fits all.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
It can't be. And that's why we work so hard to stay informed on all the different alternatives that are out there in the area of estate planning and elder law.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, and I tell people this, the first time somebody comes in to sit down and talk to me, I will look at them and say, now, before we get started, there's one thing you have the absolute right to expect. They look at me, what? I said, you have the absolute right to expect a sense of peace of mind when we finish.
Yeah.
That means you're going to have to help us help you. You're going to have to read the documents, and if you don't understand them, ask us.
Right.
So that at the end of the day, you know exactly what those documents say, you're happy with them, and then you can have peace of mind.
It was almost like when I sat down with you for the first time and you said, okay, you talked to me and here at the station, then we went and chatted in your office, and then when you were like, okay, what about this? It was almost like the angels started singing. It was like, oh, yeah, I knew there was an answer. I finally, and it was like, I need something like this, and there's a myriad of trusts, but it was like, I need this, you saw my problem, and you were like, okay, well, that's very easily fixed by doing this. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's what I want to do. I didn't even know I needed to do it until you told me how to do it. Does that make any sense?
It does.
Yeah.
And oftentimes people will come in, and sometimes they don't even know they have a problem.
Yeah.
And we see that a lot. In fact, I talked to a highly successful couple just yesterday. They said, oh, well, really, Rudy, we just want you to handle this for us and do a beneficiary deed. And I said, well, wait a minute. What do you have in place now? Oh, we've got a will. And I grinned and I said, with your net worth, yeah, guess who's going to be the real winner when you die? What do you mean? I said, it's going to go through probate. No, it won't. We have a will. I said, a will's not even a valid document until the probate judge declares it to be a valid document. And guess who gets all the money when it goes through probate? The lawyer. And so they looked at me and said, seriously? I said, yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Here's my little chart that I prepared for you, just so you can take a look at this.
Right.
Well, what can we do instead? I said, you'll do a trust. And then I took the next hour and we walked through how a trust works and how
Right.
they can save money and time after death.
Yeah.
And keep things simple for their loved ones that they leave behind.
Yeah. I often said the hardest part of this whole process is the first phone call, right? Pulling your head out of the sand and calling and making an appointment. After that, it's really easy, right? You ask a bunch of questions. You tell me to go get documents or papers or whatever else. You guys stay on me. It gets done, right? I mean, that's...
We try to make it as easy as we can.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, if things don't get done, God forbid it's on our end.
Yeah.
But usually it's because people kind of sit on their hands and they just don't get stuff back to us as quickly as they should in
Yeah.
order to help us get it done in a timely fashion.
Yeah. Yeah. Guilty as charged, but
you are.
But you stay on, right? You stay on it, right? Oh yeah, I have to do that, right? I mean, but once you're in the process, you're in the process. You've been doing this 50 years, both sides of the river, north, south, east, and west. I think one of the things you should be most proud of is that not only do you have the respect of your legal community, but you have respect of the judges and the whole system, right? That name, Rudy Beck, means something in the St. Louis metropolitan area.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's face it, you become known for the quality of the work you do and for the kind of person you are.
Yeah.
And so we try to convey a sense when somebody walks into first call, we care.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had people tell me after they've been in the office a couple of times, you guys are different. And I said, well, what makes us different? Everybody seems interested in wanting to take care of us.
Yeah.
On the phone or when we walk in the door, and it doesn't matter who we talk to. That's the culture that I think is terribly important. And, of course, then along with that, we have to be highly competent in the work we turn out. And I think we are.
Rudy Beck, BeckElderLaw.com. Don't wait any longer. Get on the schedule. 636-946-7899. Rudy Beck, Jay Lennox, Carol Stolzer. That's the team that is going to propel this law firm well into the 21st century. Thanks for coming in. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, McGraw. Merry Christmas to you.
You got it. 8:58. Big 550 KTRS. Captain Paul Cops.